this special segment of Prime Time Recall, let's take a walk through Victorian London. What do you see? Cobblestone streets, well-dressed gentlemen in top hats, and elegant ladies sipping tea. But behind this polished facade was something far more dangerous. A gang of women who didn't play by society's rules. They were the 40 Elephants, the most notorious all-female crime syndicate in history. For as long as markets and shops have existed, so have shoplifters. But the quote-unquote 40 Elephants, they were in a league of their own. Operating from the 1870s through the 1950s, they turned London into their playground and shopping into a criminal enterprise. By the late 1800s, shopping wasn't just an errand. It had become a leisure activity for the middle class. By the early 1900s, the city had over 100 department stores. And these stores, they were the perfect cover. Respectable spaces where women from any social class could blend in without question. The 40 Elephants organized themselves into tight-knit cells, each assigned a specific patch or area of London. They moved quickly, always one step ahead of the law. They were dressed to the nines, in diamonds, fur, and the latest fashion. They posed as high society shoppers on a day out. But behind the charm were well-rehearsed heists. Some would chat up the shopping assistants, create distractions, while others slipped stolen goods into specially made garments, underskirts with hidden pockets, belts with hooks, all designed to smuggle luxury items out of the store. But here's the twist. They were never seen wearing the items that they stole. No flaunting, no showing off. Instead, the goods were quietly passed to a carefully built underground network. Fences, dealers, and middlemen who specialized in selling stolen luxury for profit. These black market operators would sell the loot discreetly. And the gang? They would take a cut on commission, raking in money without ever leaving a single trace. They always kept the police guessing, always moving, always evolving. Then came December 1927. 2 days before Christmas, the 40 Elephants gang swept through London in a city-wide shoplifting blitz. From Gamages in Holborn to the glittering storefronts on Oxford Street. The gang was led by queens. They were not elected. It wasn't an inherited title. It just fell naturally to the most trustworthy, one that others wanted to follow. Now, the most famous of them was Alice Diamond, who was crowned in her early 20s. As far as the other members were concerned, names were whispered, identities concealed. But the truth is, it's hard to say who exactly was part of the gang. This was the genius of the 40 Elephants Syndicate. They vanished into the crowd just as easily as they struck. But if you think they were untouchable, think again. For all their cunning and coordination, even the 40 Elephants group couldn't outrun law forever. Yes, they were caught, arrested, charged, photographed, and filed away. But here's the thing. The time they spent in court or behind bars, it never seemed to slow them down. To them, it was just the cost of doing business. A calculated risk in a criminal empire run with precision and poise. That's all we have for you on this episode of Prime Crime. We'll be back next week with more such stories and cases from around the globe. Thanks for watching.